watching out for you. This is Storm Team 8.
And we are watching just a couple of scattered snow showers across parts of West Michigan this noon. Nothing too heavy. In fact, if you recall the radar a little bit earlier this morning, about 9 or 9:30, when I was doing some of those cut-ins during the Today Show, looked like it was snowing quite heavily in Grand Rapids because of the darker blues, and all we saw was some scattered snowflakes. So right now, those flurries continue for parts of Muskegon as well as Newaygo County. If you're traveling northward, you certainly could run into a slick spot or two on, say, M37 or US 131 if your travels take you to M20 or US 10. They saw a little bit more in the way of snowfall this morning, but still not a lot. And this is actually in the process of exiting. Just a little bit of lake enhancement is going to hang on into the afternoon hours north of Grand Rapids. Wind advisory issued through 11 o'clock. They just started this at noon. It was just issued before the noon hour. Going to run through 11 o'clock right at the immediate lake shores where we may reach wind advisory criteria with a few gusts about 40 to 45 miles an hour. Inland, I think, will top out with gusts right around 30. And you can see right now a few of those gusts into the mid-20s. These will likely climb, but we're talking about within about 5 miles of the Lake Michigan shoreline. So it is not going to be a widespread problem where we have that wind advisory in effect. So what we're tracking for you, calm and warmer tomorrow. And when I say calm, I'm not talking about the wind. I'm talking about in terms of any precipitation, perhaps a little bit of patchy drizzle north of Grand Rapids tomorrow afternoon. Nothing widespread, but Saturday night, that Arctic cold front is going to roll through, have the temperatures fall. The winds will pick up, be very gusty here Saturday night into early Sunday, and then lake effect snow starts on Sunday and continues into next week. We'll see several days with wind chills that occasionally dip below zero. Right now we're 31 in Grand Rapids, 30 in Kalamazoo, but wind chills today stick in the teens, and that's because we do have those gusty winds out there. So here's the 24-hour forecast. A little bit of that lake enhancement, very light snow and flurries at 6 p.m. Nothing to write home about there. By midnight, this computer model trying to show most of us dry. I think most of us will be dry, but right on into tomorrow morning, locations north of Interstate 96 could see an occasional snowflake or patch of drizzle. That would be the case at 6 a.m. as well. But look at those temperatures. We hold steady in the mid-30s overnight. Look at the winds, too, out of the southwest at 15 to 25 miles an hour. And going into the noon hour tomorrow, we keep those winds in place. We made another wind advisory issued for Saturday night into early Sunday. And this is 6 p.m. Saturday. We're still pretty quiet across the area with temps in the 30s, but it's all going to change after that. Now, this is a very preliminary look at some snowfall amounts possible Saturday night into Sunday. Very preliminary. Just wanted to give you an idea of what we're thinking. Inland of US 131, about 1 to 3 inches. If you're right at the lakeshore, about 3 to 6, and some of those typical snow belts south of South Haven could be closer to that 6-inch mark or perhaps a little bit higher. Now, that's just going to take us through Sunday. We're going to be adding on top of that Monday into Tuesday. You can see the rapid temperature fall, 41 degrees on Saturday. Sunday, we keep those temperatures in the teens all day long. And that's going to be the case here on Monday as well. Morning lows both of those days, not only Tuesday, but also Wednesday, are going to be in the single digits. When you add in the wind, Amanda, it's safe to say it's going to be a very uncomfortable couple of days if you're not dressed appropriately.
And this is something that Storm Team 8's been talking about all week, the cold temps and, of course, that snow. And we thought it was cold earlier this week.
Yeah, we did. It's really going to hit us hard simply because it hasn't been that cold. In fact, this is likely going to be the coldest air in about the last 2 to 3 years. And it only sticks around for 3 or 4 days, but still it's 3 or 4 days that you'll want to be prepared for. And we'll continue to fine-tune those snowfall amounts. Very difficult. The big challenge here is just how big are the snowflakes. That can make a big difference at the end of the day.
And, of course, you'll be tracking these tomorrow on Daybreak for us as well.
So. We will be starting at 6 a.m.
All right. Thanks so much, Laura.